People say that a lot. Well, firstly, I wanted to learn and master my craft as a writer, and then understand the industry I was a part of, from behind the scenes standpoint. And as soon as I was comfortable with the knowledge I had acquired, I started writing my own songs. Of course, I started with writing for people, for artists. I mean, written for people like Niola, written for gospel artists like G-Vibes, Buki. I mean, if I think there are quite a number of them. So after doing jingles for corporate Nigeria, getting voiceover artists to perform some of my renditions, I realized sometimes these people, for no fault of theirs, they're busy, right? I realized that sometimes they tie me down with the fact that they're busy, and I know how to sing, right? So I thought, look, why don't I render these songs I wrote, tender to these corporate Nigeria if they like it. I mean, if they don't like it, we can still wait for them and call these other guys to come do it. So eventually, they would shortlist the ones that I sang on. Even sometimes prefer that to the ones that the so-called popular guys would do. So over time, I started getting my confidence, and building my confidence on that level. And of course, it wasn't far-fetched for me to start writing my own personal songs and putting it out. And so yeah, I've acquired over 100 songs, and I think I'm ready to start releasing music and record. Well, if we're talking individually, if I date my accolades back, I would say I started working with the likes of Chief Dr. Oliver DeCoke, who is late now. He's one of the legends when it comes to high life music in this country and in Africa. I worked with Asha. I was Asha's first recording producer or record producer, the female Asha. Worked on her first album also as a producer and songwriter. I've worked with New School, Scales, Wizkid. I worked with Wizkid on his first album, with E. Kelly, and before Sam Clef came on board. Worked with Mo Cheddar, the producer of Womberry, that's me. I mean, should we go rappers? Modenine. I worked with Ego, Tito Simos, Niola, singer, worked with, I mean, the list is endless. Off the top, it would be crazy to remember them. I mean, there are too many. But I could tell you it's been an experience so far. Dude, I'm talking to me now. I'm the guy behind the camera. No, I'm the guy you are the guy I'm talking to. I'm the guy you're talking to. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, look, listen, sex before marriage, it can be very sweet. It's the sweetest thing. You know why? Because I've done it, and I'm not proud to say it. I've done it, but hey, after getting into the sacred thing called marriage, and I understand, that's why my parents, God bless them, they would say, don't do what we did. They knew what they were saying when they were saying, don't see, we've done all this nonsense, but don't do it. I know it's not the thing, right? Because it's not the thing. Don't do what I did. Just what I'm saying. Don't just do what I did, right? But sex before marriage, if we're coming from it from a religious standpoint, for the sake of sensitization and sanitization, it's not right. But for the sake of, if you're the type of person that you want to just plunge into the world of the unknown, you want to taste life and experience life, and do it. I don't know if the word intimidation, look, I don't take intimidation very nicely. I'm from Warri, you know, so there's a way we behave, the area people, you know. We don't back down, we don't give up, we're not moved by intimidation. So, and the way I was brought up, you know, there's a lot of confidence. We're chill, but look, we don't back down. So, I would never say anyone has successfully done that. They may have tried, but it was never successful. But I can tell you, there are some who really do challenge me when I see their craft or hear their craft or hear their products. I am moved to go back to the drawing board and say, look, if I thought I was doing something great and this guy is really doing better than me, I don't know how to hide myself. I say, look, guy, man, I love your work. Your work is touching me on these levels, inspiring me on these levels, and I think I need to come sit with you and learn one or two things, you know. So pretty much that's my disposition about life, and you know, about meeting people who are better than me. I'm never intimidated. I want to even come close to you. As a matter of fact, I want to learn something from you. As a matter of fact, I think I intimidate people more. So.